What's up everyone, welcome back to my channel, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope you guys are doing great and I hope you're having an amazing day. As promised, I am back with a strategy video, the one that I talked to you about in the last video, in the video where I explained how to identify hidden divergences. In today's video, I'm gonna show you a very profitable strategy that you can use to pass your Ftmo challenge. You can use this strategy even on your personal account. You can use it however you want on whatever account you want if used correctly, and if you have a very good risk management plan, and if you're very disciplined and you stick to your risk management and to the strategy rules. Trust me, this strategy is profitable. Okay, so first things first, make sure you watch the previous video to understand how to identify hidden divergences. I hope you understand market structure as well. If you don't, I have a video on that as well. Please make sure to watch it before coming back to the strategy video. And if you already know how to identify both, then just make sure to stick till the end of the video to get the most value out of it. And if you have any questions, drop them down below. I always make sure to reply, and feel free to share and like the video. That will be very much appreciated. But before we start the video, guys, make sure you are subscribed and have the notification bell on to not miss out on cool content like this in the future. Feel free to also join my free signal group on Telegram by clicking the link down below. And if you want to book a one-on-one session with me or learn the strategies in my mentorship, make sure to DM me privately on Telegram. The link is also down below. And the link to the broker I use is as well in the description if you want to go and sign up with it. I really recommend them. They are a very good broker, very professional, low spreads, everything you need in order to trade it properly. All right, so let's jump straight into the video, guys. So first things first, this strategy will work on the 30-minute. That's the time frame I like the most. I mean, I backtested it on H1, M15, H4. It pretty much works on all the time frames. The reason I choose the 30-minute is because you won't get too many setups, but you will get setups. Like, I know it's weird. Like, the thing is, when I went on the 15-minute, like, it was too noisy. Setups were pretty often if you're looking at more pairs. But on the 30-minute, it's like the sweet spot. H1, you get less setups. Like, it might be too boring. H2, same thing. H4, even boring, because the higher you go in time frames, the less setups you will have. But the 30-minute is like a sweet spot. Okay, I recommend you guys to only choose between 2, maximum 3 pairs, okay, to trade this strategy on, because otherwise it will get out of hand and you'll find yourself being too overwhelmed. Okay, and trust me, all you need is 2 pairs, maximum 3, for you to trade this strategy, because 1 pair only should give you around 8% in a month. Okay, 8R basically, or 8% in a month if you have a very good risk management. Okay, so it's more than enough to have 2 or 3 pairs at max on the 30-minute. The pairs that I recommend, well, AUD JPY, AUD USD, and GBP JPY are, in my opinion, the best pairs you could use this strategy on. Please avoid CHF pairs because they do consolidate a lot, and this strategy works very good on trending pairs, so take that into consideration. And if you are impatient, you can use this strategy on the M15 as well, but if you use it on the M15, please stick to only 1 pair. Okay, it's enough, because on the M15 you'll get a lot more setups and it's enough for you to have only 1 pair. All right, also, for the people that do not have time to trade Forex every single day, or still struggle being profitable while trading Forex, but still want to get setups like this, I highly recommend you check out my free signal group on Telegram. The link is down below. This setup was literally sent today. It was a buy limit pending order. All we do is send pending orders, because like this, every single one of you will be able to make profits from the signals. And this one was sent in the VIP. Of course, if you want to upgrade to the VIP, where we do VIP live weekly coaching sessions every single week, you can do that from the free signal group. Okay, enjoy and thank me later. So that being said, let me get straight into the rules. What you need to do in order to take an entry. Well, first things first, you need these three indicators. You need the 200 EMA. You go here, you click EMA, click moving average exponential, then select it, okay? Go to the settings, input 200 length, and then choose whatever color you want. After that, you go search for the RSI, okay, relative strength index, you click it, you disable the RSI based MA, and that's pretty much it. And then you go and search for stochastic, okay, you click it, you'll have it here, go on it and modify this to 3. It will be on 1 default and you will select it to 3. After that, you are all set. Now, entry parameters. We need to see price below or above the 200 EMA. If we do not see that, we do not enter. If the price is within the 200 EMA, if we see market structure like this, we don't trade. We just wait, okay? We don't trade at all, we just wait. We need to see clear price, clear market structure below for sells or above for buys the 200 EMA. Okay, after that, I need to see a bearish hidden divergence if it's underneath the 200 EMA or a bullish hidden divergence if it's above. And after that, the third confluence, I need to see a stochastic crossover in order for me to enter a sell if it's underneath or a buy if it's above. We aim always for a 1 to 2, the stop loss being just above the entry. All right, so that being said, let's just get straight into some backtesting. As you can see, this is literally live market, okay? I'm not gonna go 10 years back in time to cherry pick entries. I'm not about that. I'm gonna show you losses as well, and I'm gonna show you wins. All right, this strategy has a 1 to 2 risk to reward, and the win rate is around 50 to 60%, which is very good for a 1 to 2 strategy. That means you will win 5 out of 10 trades, which is very good considering the risk to reward is 1 to 2. Okay, so let's get straight into it. Do we have an entry here? So first things first, let's just take this leg right here. So look, very simple. We have a lower low, we just follow market structure. A lower high right here. So we check this lower high on the RSI, and then we check this lower high here. Do we have a divergence, a hidden divergence? No, we don't. Okay, we need to see a hidden divergence for us to take it into consideration. So we don't. Then what do we look for? We look for the next market structure. Well, we created what? We created a lower low right here, and then a lower high right here. So check this out. So lower low, lower high, lower low, and boom, we created a new lower high right here. And as you can see, this lower high right here on the RSI, okay, is actually higher than this previous one. So that means that we created a hidden bearish divergence. After that, we look on a crossover of the stochastic, and we would have entered the sell right here. But if you get a big candle, this is a very important rule. On your entry candle, if you get a huge candle like this one, okay, that's literally very big, you should avoid entering the trade, because ultimately your stop loss will become big because it will be right above the swing high, and your take profit will be very, very big as well, and the probability for this trade to hit take profit will be small. So if you see a huge gigantic candle like this one as your entry candle, just avoid the trade, even though all the confluences are lined up. Okay, so now let's move on to the next one and see if we have another entry. So from here, we just follow market structure. We created a new lower low, and then we created a lower high right here. We are still underneath the 200 EMA. We grab some liquidity as well. And do we have a divergence? Well, yes, we do. Check this out. On the RSI, from this to this one is higher, this one is lower, but in reality, this one is lower and this one is higher. So we have a very, very clear hidden bearish divergence. Then we look for what? We are underneath, so that's valid. And then the third confluence, the entry one, we just look for a crossover on the stochastic, which is right on this candle right here. Okay, right on this doji. You will place the stop loss right above. Okay, right above, and you will aim for a 1 to 2. And as you can see, the take profit would have been smashed right here. Very cool trade. So let's scroll and find some more. Now I'm not gonna analyze the same every single time. I'm pretty sure you understand the concept of how you can identify hidden divergence. If not, then just go back to my previous video on the channel, watch that. You'll understand how to spot hidden divergences, and then just come back. Okay, very simple. Now let's search for some more setups. Right here, this was when the market opened, doesn't interest us. Okay, and again, when I see price like this, I do not look for entries. If it's like this, I do not look for entries. I want to see clear market structure, and boom, we have clear market structure right here. So we have higher high, higher low, but we are underneath, so we don't take it. Higher high, higher low underneath, but we are underneath, so we don't take it. And then we have another higher high right here that created a higher low, and this would be a possible entry. So let's see. As you can see, this higher low is higher than this, is lower than this higher low on the RSI. So that means we have a hidden bullish divergence. Okay, very clear to see. This is the last time I'm gonna show. Then I'm just gonna go through some more examples without highlighting the divergence, because it's very clear to see. Check this out. Higher low, higher low, higher low, lower low. Hidden bullish divergence. We are above the 200 EMA. Lovely. Now we just look for a stochastic crossover, and we do have it right. I think it's this candle right here. Yeah, it's this one. So personally, I wouldn't have entered because this candle is just huge. I would have preferred to enter after this one, but the stochastic hasn't yet crossovered. So let's just zoom in a bit more to be very exact. So yeah, the crossover happened on this one. So me personally, I wouldn't have entered because again, the candle is just too big for me to consider it, and the stop loss will be huge. So I would avoid this trade, and I think it would have been a stop loss. Yeah, it would have been a stop loss for sure. So yeah, now I'm just gonna move on and show you some more entries. Look, lower low, lower high, but we have normal RSI movement. Then we create another lower low. I mean, this is a slight lower high, but I want to see more swing structure. Okay, I'm not looking at this two candle retracement. That doesn't interest me. I want to see more clear market structure like this one right here. I'm not going to take this one into consideration. I'm going to take this one. So again, I'm just going to mark up the structure. Lower low, lower high, lower low, and then we create a new lower high. Right here we look if we have a divergence. We do. From this lower high to this one on the RSI can be seen very clear that there's a divergence, hidden bearish one more exactly. So now we just look for a crossover on the stochastic. So let's see, we get it right here. Okay, after this red candle, this is exactly where we get our stochastic crossover. And we just enter here, stop loss above this wick right here, and we aim for a 1 to 2, which was literally hit 2 hours after. I mean, this would have been a very good trade, like a 6 hour, but as I said, we just stick to our rules, 1 to 2. So another take profit. Okay, moving on. We just follow the price. We create another lower low, and this is a clear retracement for me. Okay, we have 3 candles. This is a clear retracement. Let's see if we have a divergence from this. I will take this high on the RSI and compare it to this one because it's higher than these ones right here. Okay, so that's why I need to compare it with this one right here. But it's actually normal. Okay, so this wouldn't be a entry because there's no hidden bearish divergence. We haven't created a new lower low, so we just move on. Okay, let me look for one more example before wrapping up the video. Here we have a higher high, higher low, but the price is underneath the 200 EMA, so we do not take it. Let's see. Look, I think we have another example here. So we have a lower high, a lower low, a lower high right here. And as you can see, we have a clear bearish divergence. Lower high, lower high, lower high, higher high on the RSI. So then we just wait for the RSI, for the stochastic, crossover, which is right here. And this is where I would have taken the sell. I mean, this one will probably be a stop loss, I think. And yeah, price was very close to hit take profit, but then it reversed and hit our stop loss. So here we would have lost 1 R, but we already made 4, so we are still plus 3 R. Let's just look for one more win and we are done. Here, look, price movement like this, just avoid it. Okay, just avoid it. I do not care if I see price movement like this. Yeah, I might have catched a good entry here, because from here to here this was, or from here, oh no, this wasn't a hidden bearish divergence. Yeah, so no entry anyways. We just stick to our rules. No entry, very choppy, no entry, no entry here either. Look here we have structure underneath the 200, very clear to see. Before I continue with the video, guys, if you are looking for a broker to trade Forex with, indices or crypto, I highly recommend EuroTrader. You can sign up with them by clicking the link down in my video description. This is the broker that I am currently using. I had no issues with it. They offer spreads as low as 0 pips. They have different account types, leverage up to 500, and their customer support is amazing. They have credit card withdrawals and deposits. Everything is very professional about them, so that's why I highly recommend you guys to check them out. Okay, so link is down below. Feel free to sign up with EuroTrader. Lower high, lower low, lower high right here. This lower high is higher than this lower high on the RSI, but we have this huge bearish candle, so we do not take this into consideration. We just wait for the new structure to form. So we have lower low, lower high, and we have another slight bearish, hidden bearish divergence from here to here. And then on the RSI, you can see price is slightly moving upwards. Okay, so this would have been a sell opportunity after the crossover, which is on this doji right here. After the stochastic crossover, stop loss will be right above and take profit will be right here. I mean, this one would have been missed by an inch. Okay, so as I said, another stop loss. Okay, another stop loss. Doesn't matter. It missed us by like literally half of a pip, I think, but it doesn't matter. We move on. Let's just find one more example and then I'm gonna end the video. Okay. Oh, sorry. This looks like a clear structure. Okay, boom, boom. But do we have a hidden bearish divergence? That's my question. It looks like it doesn't. It's pretty unclear for me. It's pretty unclear. So therefore, I'm not gonna count it, even though this would have probably been, I mean, this would have been for sure a win. The hidden bullish divergence cannot be seen from here to here, okay, on the RSI. So I'm not gonna take it, okay, just respecting the rules. So have another example right here. Lower high, lower low, lower high. As you can see, hidden bearish divergence on the RSI, very clear to see. So very clear structure, price below 200. We look for sales. We look at the stochastic and we have a crossover right here. After this red candle, stop loss right above. You can see we faced some drawdown at first, but then price smashed take profit. Okay, so as you can see, like in 1 month we did 3 take profits and 2 stop losses. I think that was the case, and this month was very choppy. I'm not gonna lie. Every single pay this month was choppy. But again, 3 wins and 2 losses, that's very good. That's basically 3 times 2, 6R, minus 2, that's 4R in a month. Okay? So that means if you risk 1%, you would have made 4%. And in a good month, trust me, you can even make like 8 or 10R. But even so, 4R is very good. As I said, if you have 2 or 3 pairs, multiply this 4R by 2 or 3 and you'll have a 12R. Okay, so that's more than enough for you to pass the Ftmo challenge. And yes, on this strategy, you can risk 1% on the Ftmo account because it will have a small drawdown if you use it correctly. Because like the max losses in a row I encountered when I backtested it was like 3, I think. Okay, so the maximum losses in a row was 3 and Ftmo allows 10. Okay, so that's you're gonna be very okay with it. But again, like you must understand that you need to be very specific. Okay, you need to understand how to read market structure. You need to see clear market structure above the 200 or below it, and then consider, oh, I'm gonna take this entry or not. After that, check for hidden divergences if you see it. Okay, if you're not, then just move on. Don't FOMO into it, because I know a lot of people would just get in and try to get as many trades as possible, and if you do that, you won't be profitable. Okay, that being said, if you do every single step that I teach you in this video, make sure you go and backtest it yourself on a demo. Take only clear structures, and please use a risk management plan. Okay, otherwise it won't work. Establish how much you want to risk every single trade. Take setups accordingly, respecting every single rule as I showed you. Okay, not taking choppy market structure, not taking market structure moving with the 200 EMA. We take only clear market structure that is above or below the 200, and then we look for entries. It's that simple, and we stick to the 1 to 2. All right, so yeah guys, that being said, I really hope you enjoyed this video and I really hope it will help you. Please make sure to backtest it before jumping on a live account or a challenge, because please don't rush it. Okay, just go on a demo, test it, backtest it, and then if you see you're profitable, and you can go for the Ftmo or you can trade it on your personal account. All right, so yeah, if you enjoyed it, please smash that like button, and as always, I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.